Rishi of Atharvana Rishi goes ahead with the teaching. Basically, see here, the essential teaching is when we see the order in the universe, when we see how the universe is universe is a single living being, this is what is called Ishvara or Brahman. We start seeing joy, we start seeing that oneness, experience of oneness is or makes is what brings us bliss, joy. Where our selfish mind is splitting that oneness into what is in it me, what is the benefit for me. Okay, instead of that, what I can do to this creation, Loka Kalyana, I am trying to seek, and the seeking makes me miserable. The universe itself is out of joy because one who is in the background of the universe, Brahman, is infinite bliss. From infinite bliss, how mess can come? The mess is because of our human mind, misery, wrong understanding. Only right understanding can save us. Right understanding can only bring the supreme bliss. So Rishi starts giving the teaching. Okay, the teaching of Madhu Vidya. So basically, Madhu Vidya is nothing but the organic fabric of the universe. He is trying to point to you various ways how universe is interlinked. It's a cooperative venture. It's a service oriented, yajna oriented. Through various examples, he is trying to bring it to your notice. And he is telling that all this cooperation, all these aspects of the universe to work in unison, there should be some underlying force which we don't see. And that is Brahman. From the universe, he is trying to point our attention. From the order in the universe, from the harmony in the universe, he is trying to point us to something which is beyond what is visible in the universe. That is the source of the universe. Okay. So he takes one example now. He takes the example of earth. Earth as an example. So the earth is actually called Kshamaya Dharitri. The earth is embodiment of Kshamaya means what? Forgiveness. We do lot of things to the earth. We dig earth, we damage, we create. Earth includes all the environment, right? We do so much of degradation. But the Mother Earth looks us at with very compassion. Okay, whatever you do, she is tolerant. Kshamaya Dharitri. The earth itself is made up of predominantly earth element. But in the the Upanishad seer's point of view, the earth is made up of 5 other elements, subtle elements. The earth is the grossest. The 5 other elements are the space, the wind, the fire, the water are the subtle elements, not the gross elements. These subtle elements mix in various proportions to produce the 5 elements, gross elements. These subtle elements are called Panchatanmatras. 5 subtle aspects of creation. They mix together to produce the grosser earth. So the earth itself is a result of cooperation of other 4 elements. The wind, the space, the fire and the water. Okay. And earth in turn supports all these 5 elements. The earth supports wind, the fire, the water and the space. This is a mutual cooperation. Okay. Is happening with respect to earth. It is said that Devatas and Asuras sat for Devatas and Asuras are fighting. Okay. They are fighting for nectar, Amrita. I want to drink nectar. And who was serving them Amrita? Vishnu in the form of Mohini was Vishnu in the form of Mohini, right? Was serving them Amrita, the nectar, and one who drinks the nectar becomes immortal, eternal. Right? So then Mohini puts one condition for all these people. I'll serve Amrita in your plate, but there's a condition. Okay? She brings the wooden pieces and ties to the hands of each person so that they can't bend the hand. Now you drink as much Amrita you want. Everybody's hands are tied with the wooden pieces. Wooden pieces is you put what is it, like a you cannot bend your hand, or okay, you put it as if you are putting a hand through a bamboo shoot, so you are not able to bend your hand. Now she says, now as much Amrita you want to drink, as much you can drink with a spoon. The Asuras and Devatas they started wondering, how do I drink Amrita now in this condition? They were in two different rooms, Asuras in one room and Devatas in one room. Quickly Devatas found a solution. What they did, they took a spoon and fed it to other person, other Devata. I feed it to you and you feed to me. Whereas Asuras are busy fighting with each other. Don't touch my nectar. This is my cup. Okay? And that's how it is said Devatas become immortal because they were able to drink Amrita with that condition. There was a time out of also. Half an hour you have to finish that cup. In half an hour the Asuras spent fighting with each other, and in half an hour Devatas drank as much Amrita as possible by feeding to other. So this was a story told to indicate the divine quality means the quality of service. A service to the other. There is no other, because if you are giving Amrita to you, that person, that Devata is feeding Amrita to you. The entire universe is cooperating with each other. So the 5 elements of nature, the earth element is because of the cooperation of other 4 elements, and other 4 elements are because of the cooperation of earth element. They are totally interdependent. You understand? We can get more and more joy in life by serving each other rather than selfish nature. Selfishness. And this serving each other is called yajna, offering. Because you are serving yourself. Yourself is Brahman. That's why it is said, Vishnu is the recipient of all, Vishnu is the Adidevata for all yajna. Whatever yajna you do, it goes to Vishnu. The underlying reality of all this is consciousness, and that is Brahman. So ultimately when you serve others, when you help others, it comes to you as Brahman. When you see the other and fight with others, there's only suffering. Forgetting that entire creation is exchanging joy in various forms. Right? So the earth is because of the cooperation of 4 elements, 5 elements, other 4 elements. Each element is cooperation of other elements. Then earth itself is supporting all plants and living beings. Right? For example, we are supported by earth. We are also made up of 5 elements. Our body is made up of earth element predominantly. So we are supported by earth. And all living beings are supported by earth. And living beings support each other. The plants provide food to animals, animals become food to other animals, and all animals die and become fodder to plants, and go back to earth and become fertilizer for the plants. All this is possible because the entire creation is supported by Brahman. Brahman himself, the supreme reality of awareness itself, appears as earth. The supreme reality of Brahman appears as sky and water and fire. This one reality beyond all this. How is that one reality? The earth exists, the space exists, the fire exists. Brahman is existence principle behind all of this. And existence principle is one. Okay. So Brahman is the fabric of the universe in the form of existence principle. I cannot see existence. I can see existence only in the form it takes. Okay. And Brahman himself appears in our body or in the body of living beings in the form of consciousness, Chaitanya. Okay. So that Purusha, entire creation is experienced by human beings, and it all goes back to Purusha, because the Purusha himself has become all this. The consciousness itself has become appeared as existence and manifesting as existence and manifesting as various aspects and experiencing itself. So what is happening here? The consciousness itself is experiencing itself. In your dream, you became a dream girl and you ate a dream apple and you enjoyed it. Okay? Who is experiencing whom now? Your mind in the form of dream girl is experiencing the apple in the form of mind in the form of apple. Similarly, consciousness is experiencing itself as creation. All the aspect of creation is consciousness manifesting itself, consciousness experiencing itself. And there's a joy in this creation. And when there's a forgetfulness for the consciousness in individuals, that I am a part of this whole, I am this whole, there's a suffering for the individual consciousness, suffering at the individual level because of forgetfulness. Otherwise, it's a totality, one reality which is operating. This means actually entire creation working is the honey. This honey of life, joy, bliss. Okay. So there's a bliss in nature because of ignorance. There's a suffering in human beings because of ignorance. Everywhere there's a bliss, ignorance is bliss because they don't have past and future. In human being, the ignorance causes stress because human being, the faculty called intellect and mind, creates so much of a thought processes, it becomes a stress. So only way human being can get out stress is to understand I am this consciousness, I am this awareness, Brahman, underlying all this reality. In living beings, I only manifest as consciousness. In non-living beings, I only manifest as existence. As existence and consciousness, I am infinite. This understanding brings peace and bliss. And that is called Madhu, honey. Honey of life. Is it clear? Have I communicated the honey of life clearly?